Buddhism. Buddhism was founded by Prince Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the Buddha Shakyamuni, who was born around 563 BCE in the region of Kapilavastu, now part of Nepal. After witnessing the suffering and impermanence in life, Siddhartha abandoned his wealthy lifestyle to become an ascetic. After years of seeking enlightenment, he attained it and became the Buddha. Buddhism initially spread throughout northern India and then central India. With the support of Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BCE, Buddhism rapidly spread across India and beyond, reaching South Asia and Southeast Asia. Buddhism made its way to China via the Silk Road around the 1st century CE and from there to Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. Today, Buddhism has about 500 million followers, including the following branches. Theravada Buddhism, the oldest branch, primarily practiced in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar. Mahayana Buddhism, flourished in China, Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Important texts in Mahayana Buddhism include the Lotus Sutra, the Diamond Sutra, and the Heart Sutra. Vajrayana Buddhism, a branch of Mahayana that developed primarily in Tibet and Mongolia. Buddhism emphasizes compassion, equality, and wisdom. Followers of Buddhism strive to live in a way that minimizes suffering for themselves and others. The core of Buddhism is the Four Noble Truths, which consist of 1. Dukkha, the truth of suffering. 2. Samudaya, the cause of suffering. 3. Nirodha, the cessation of suffering. 4. Magga, the path leading to the end of suffering. The Buddhist scripture system includes the sutras, teachings, and the Abhidharma, philosophical analysis. The practice for liberation from the cycle of rebirth and suffering is known as the Eightfold Path, which includes 8 right practices. 1. Right view, clear, unbiased understanding. 2. Right intention, thinking in ways beneficial to oneself and others. 3. Right speech, honest and truthful communication with positive intentions. 4. Right action, acting ethically and respecting others. 5. Right livelihood, living without exploiting or harming others. 6. Right effort, diligent and dedicated practice. 7. Right mindfulness, remembering virtues and past mistakes to avoid repeating them. 8. Right concentration, focused thought free from distractions. The most significant holiday in Buddhism is Vesak, commemorating the birth, enlightenment, and passing of the Buddha. In the modern world, many young people feel less connected to religion. Buddhism is facing the challenge of maintaining its traditions in a rapidly changing society. Hinduism. Hinduism is one of the oldest religions in the world, dating back to around 1500 BCE in the Indian subcontinent. It originated from the Indus Valley civilization and was significantly influenced by the arrival of the Aryans, who brought the sacred Vedic texts, forming the foundation of modern Hinduism. Hinduism has no single founder. Instead, it developed through a combination of beliefs and cultures from ancient Indian communities. Key figures in Hindu tradition include sages like Vyasa, the compiler of the Mahabharata, and Valmiki, the author of the Ramayana, along with significant deities such as Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Shiva, the destroyer, collectively known as the Trimurti in Hinduism. The caste system has existed within Hindu society for thousands of years, with 4 main castes: Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Although its influence has diminished, the caste system still exists to some extent in modern Indian society. Today, Hinduism has approximately 1.2 billion followers, primarily in India, Nepal, Bangladesh, and Indian diaspora communities in the USA, Canada, the UK, and the Gulf countries. Hinduism emphasizes the concepts of dharma, moral duty, karma, law of cause and effect, samsara, reincarnation, and moksha, liberation. Hindus believe that one's actions determine their fate and future lives. The Vedas are the oldest texts in Hinduism and are considered divine teachings. They are divided into 4 parts: Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda, containing hymns and ritual instructions. Other key texts include the philosophical Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, a text on duty, faith, and life philosophy, and the 2 great epics, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. Important Hindu festivals include Diwali, the Festival of Lights, Holi, the Festival of Colors, and the Durga Puja, honoring goddess Durga. Hinduism is divided into various sects, including Shaivism. This sect worships Shiva as the supreme god and has a strong following in South India. Vaishnavism. This sect worships Vishnu and his avatars, such as Krishna and Rama, and is popular in both North and South India. Shaktism. This sect venerates the goddess Shakti, or Devi, the mother of the universe and symbol of power. Smartism. This tradition allows devotees to choose any deity to worship and views all deities as manifestations of Brahman. Islam. Islam originated in the 7th century on the Arabian Peninsula, amidst a society facing significant unrest and frequent tribal conflicts. According to Muslim belief, in the year 610, the angel Gabriel conveyed messages from God, Allah, to the Prophet Muhammad, marking the beginning of Islam. After Muhammad's death in 632, early caliphs such as Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali continued to lead and expand Islam into various regions. Today, Islam is the 2nd largest religion in the world, with around 1.9 billion followers, primarily in the Middle East, North Africa, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. Islam emphasizes honesty, compassion, respect for elders, and family values. Muslims demonstrate their faith in Allah and His Messenger Muhammad through the Shahada, Declaration of Faith, which is the only requirement to become a Muslim or to convert to Islam. Additionally, Muslims must pray 5 times daily, give to charity, fast during the month of Ramadan, and, if able, perform a pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in their lifetime. The Quran is the most sacred text in Islam, believed by Muslims to be the direct words of Allah revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. The Quran consists of 114 chapters, covering aspects of faith, ethics, law, and life guidance. Another key text is the Hadith, a collection of the Prophet Muhammad's sayings and actions, which serves as a detailed guide for applying the teachings of the Quran in daily life. Islam has 2 main branches: Sunni, accounting for about 80 to 90% of Muslims worldwide, and Shia, about 10 to 20% primarily in Iran and Iraq. Today, certain extremist groups have exploited Islam to justify violent acts, harming the religion's image and creating misunderstandings in the international community. Christianity. Christianity originated in the 1st century based on the teachings of Jesus Christ in what is now Israel and Palestine. At that time, the region was under Roman influence. Initially, Christianity faced intense persecution. However, in the 4th century, Emperor Constantine recognized Christianity as the official religion of the Roman Empire through the Edict of Milan in 313, allowing Christianity to flourish. The religion spread throughout Europe through missionary work and the Crusades, and by the 15th century, Christianity had become a dominant religion in Europe. European explorers brought Christianity to the Americas, Africa, and Asia between the 15th and 17th centuries. Today, Christianity is the world's largest religion, with around 2.4 billion followers. Christianity emphasizes love, compassion, and forgiveness, encouraging believers to live with faith in God and hope for an afterlife. Core ethical principles include prohibitions against murder, theft, deceit, and a strong commitment to family values. The Bible is Christianity's primary sacred text, consisting of the Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Testament contains Jewish history, laws, prophecies, and poetry, while the New Testament focuses on the life and teachings of Jesus, including the 4 Gospels and letters from the Apostles. Key holidays for Christians include Christmas, celebrating Jesus' birth, Easter, commemorating his resurrection, and Pentecost. Among Christianity's branches, Roman Catholicism is the largest, led by the Pope and based in Vatican City. Other significant branches include Eastern Orthodoxy and Protestantism. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video today. I hope this video has provided you with useful information. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any upcoming videos. See you in the next ones.